Okay, good morning everyone, a morning stream. You might think it's too early to stream, but I've been up for a while. I've been up for a whole minute, man. Look at that, silver free. Yeah, so what's happening? Just sending this link around. Now it is. Okay, so he's gold summon. Colour am I? Yellow. Oh, okay, we lost to Chinese yesterday. This is great. Great practice. Okay. Focus now. Love this map. We seem to always get this map. Connection failure. So yeah, what is happening, people? I've just started the day. Very emotional day with a long cycling gym, 20 kilometers, and the gym bike is awful, it turns out. And then I swam for an hour. No, I didn't swim for an hour. I swam a kilometre and a half, so a mile. Just because I want like at the moment I need to train my legs, but I can't have too much pressure on the damn things, you see. So yeah. Someone like me, with such a strong, muscular, heavy frame. I can't. I can't sustain long runs. Because obviously I've got my marathon coming up on the 23rd. I can't do long runs. Without giving myself injury. So I've got to do a mixture of swimming and cycling and running to sustain it. So what I think I'm going to do, obviously speak to my trainer about this, but I was thinking of doing 6 days a week, running like a big run 3 days a week, and the other 3 days a mixture of cycling and running. Sorry, half cycling, half swimming. Because I'm wanting to do an Ironman anyway.
Pathway up. Working day.
Working day!
Correcte.
So many sheep. Let's go.
Yeah.
Working day. I think I'm gonna get bored
Huh?
of how these
Huntien.
Here's this.
people speak.
Voodoo. Hit your father. Working.
Abendende.
Yaru.
Yaru. Dog. Here's this. Where can? There, dog.
I'm your worker.
Yeah, the thick wheel do it. You say on stand on it. Yes, sir. Understood.
Ansagen!
Heston. Each say yes, sir.
Teachers say yeah. Okay, so I've got to come up with some wood quick.
Thursday.
6 men now.
They voodoo.
Close but no cigar.
Each a willa you a voodoo. Each a worker.
Yaru to work. Yeah. Each a winner.
Yeah.
Each a blue
Yes,
kid
sir.
that.
West to Hala.
Okay, now
Ridere,
I want the
each will
wheelbarrow.
reader. Each will.
I'm going for a wheelbarrow. 4 on gold, maybe? 5 on gold?
Yaru the work. That boga a rod.
What's Thursday say?
Hartes je hände!
We also want enough Araman
What hesse?
so that we can do that thing,
Questo hana.
that really annoying thing. that
Yar
just
way you are. Yar way you read the deep.
can,
That's surely Leon's interest.
sort of, from a distance, just take out there.
Estes comende. Fetch in the voodoo. And you worker.
Keep them coming, boys.
Yeah, the football. What's that face say? And you want your way day off.
This is when I needed the wheelbarrow. But yeah, I'm doing it after.
I'm your worker.
Estes Gerson? We're off each cigar.
And I'm going to build as many markets as possible, really. He's only just reached.
What's that face say?
It's good. Really good.
Here I'm offer.
Yes, sir. Where's the water? Fair and on. What's that face say? Did you say yes? Yes, understood. Did you say yes? It's timber things. Yarwa, you are. It's timber things.
Yeah, don't need that.
Yeah, we just need more fucking wood now. Why?
What's the busy? Yarwa, you are. Utiende. Estes comende.
Ichi willa hua wodu.
Yes, sir. Questo hala. Each a worker. And you work it.
Okay, let's get three more archers.
Jarlas. Yarwa on your saminende. Jarlas, what's the big yarrow to work?
Please stay. How far?
I like this song.
How clean?
That's surely by your different.
Now touch, touching, now warm,
And you work.
now near, now near. Within, with you, with
Where's the harder?
sweet. How filled, how tired,
And you work it.
now touch,
Yarwa, you are. Each a worker. And this commander. That's surely by your different.
Yeah, it's grinding.
we stand.
Yes, sir. Where's the harder?
How far, how clear, how far, how clear, how far, how clear. Now touch, touch here, now warm,
Sure,
now
that's for Friday,
near.
yes, sir. Yes, the other thing, big thing.
With you, with love, with love, with love.
And you work it.
I stand in the hallway. She stands in the hallway.
Here's over.
I stand at the doorway. She stands at the door.
What's the big thing?
I lean in the wind. She leans on the wind. I wish for beginning. She waits for the end.
Estes commende. Each a worker.
Here's over.
Yeah, let us go.
Okay. Man's come strapped up. No diggity.
Each bouquet that.
Yes, this called with that.
I wonder if he's gonna have horses.
Here's over.
I
Each a
don't
worker.
know now. So much armor around his face.
And this commander.
That's better aboard Kurtvich. Strela, Tuze.
Ike on your celly.
Yarwa, you are. Each timber of chaos.
And you worker.
Okay, I've got to make sure this game doesn't go on too long.
Strail, Boren, Yard.
As this commander. Each timber of chaos.
Your way down, Arthur. That's flavor. Each bouquet.
Here's over.
Yes, sir. Where's the harder?
Charles. Yarwa on your saminende.
Strail, Boren, Yard.
Each a worker. Yarwa, you are.
can get those flaming arrows, why? It's over for them.
Yes, sir.
Strela Tuesday.
There's villagers coming.
Yes, yes, sir. That should have been timber.
Eat on your selling. For thirsty.
Strela Boren, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to be defensive. I think it's boring. He's already at the castle. How do I get to the castle?
Yeah, Strela Boren, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry about his castle. Just get to the castle. Fucking army ready.
Yes.
There you worked it. Estes, comandante. On red, right? Eat your worker. And your work.
Here up.
Yarm.
Yes. Understood. Each timber of face.
Estes, comandante. Eat your way, left. Fetch in the wood.
Leona, Vera, we got. Yeah, way we get that. Vera, we got.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Strela Boren,
I say.
So ready.
Ain't Hester?
Just wait for that boom. When's that boom?
Sure, that's the what I do it. Eat your work.
Not if yeah.
Hester's Sona. For Leostan.
Was shooting then?
And your worker. Cheer, that's your yeah. Eat your willa.
Nu, Yaras. Let us gone. Leona, Hersa, cometh on.
Good spot, guys.
Here I'm over. That Shule Bayo Timbran.
Beautiful. Each timber thing.
Boga, Arod. Sabuga,
Okay, yes.
Yes, sir. Understood. Okay, Norway,
Släpp your work, ja, ik wil het ook niet. Op with that.
Hestet's commanding.
Jävla god.
Nu, jag får inte häsa.
Okay. This is crunch time now. This fucking bitch. Such a bitch.
What the thing?
Charles, my friend, they Heston. Up with now. Eat your worker.
Yeah, we get that. Fully in the häsa.
What the faith, eh?
Bättre än båda. Sitt dig.
We have us extra.
Better we got. Leota häsa.
Hästens kommender. Huskar startet järn. Building that for day. One day.
Every charge and tender. See thing in way. If you go and block the wood.
Hästes kommer.
And seal ye build.
Dresset jag det är hästens lug. Upprätt bäret arbetar. Ja, and sweeten, yes. Hästes kommer. Arbetar så det häst.
You're ready to test
Arken
See that fair footer? Well, where is that?
Where's the shit?
We haven't steadies beyond that.
Every charge and tender. Harken up.
Hey, every John. Attend. What name is working?
See they to worker. See to Hestes. That shadow shall be hammered.
See things working. Stanna on the load.
Dresset kan.
Harken it on.
Yeah, hästes.
And sweet. Yes. Save the Hestes.
Harken up, Arthur. It comes to Delta.
Hästes kvaljente hästes.
Every charge and tender.
Hästes enormo holding botas. Barrett.
Glidante in there, there's no one near that down.
What may up in Heston? Campus, looking for Heston. Aggress at yourself.
See to Hestes. Irende 18 Hester. Ik will build a that for thee.
Send them up in Heston. Beorgiardo Hestes too forward. Anita, what needed work?
Adaptable.
Building done. It looketh.
Jeff Hestes and on soon.
Oh, I can't deal with
What needed?
hate Chinese. Not
Stead as bayonet.
real Chinese. Just in this game.
Every charm intended. Build and day that free to new. What need a safe to yea? So are they hattin'? Look and they will do, swow hat.
Intended what they had. Campus. Lusted for grace and Ekel.
Hestes cometh our way now.
Sleepily.
On the stairs.
Tune for. I think they listed.
Hearken at all. That building will be reparalled and all.
But Hestes and on born.
A greatest for Hestes. And then they mean a man.
Bay off yard to Hestes, too.
Dress it, yeah.
Marcus, are we then?
Marcus Borman! Voliente Hestes! Step it to it, our way men!
Pierre Hestes. Up net better our way then.
A greatest for Hestes.
Safe to Hestes. Hunting Thaylist. Ekel building that prevails. Get them to Swinker, Tumbo! Yeah! So what they hatted. Build and day that free to new. Every charm, I think Thaylist. Water is noteful matera. Every charm, Ekel do that new. Build and day that free to
Pierre Asterias. Brav they are.
Hearken at Valor.
Is he an Imperial Age? No, he's not. That's good.
See the
Ekel do that now.
Okay. We got wood up. Now
Hey, every John.
Food
Intended.
up.
Flock in they would, swell head.
1, 2,
Then they
3,
that
4,
right to
5,
know.
6, 7, 8.
Safe to Hester. Here and day, Thien Hester. Balding done. Hitlock is good. Ekel happy that he building an arm. Hitlock is good. This Shula would do
As soon as I get
Building done. It looketh.
fucking flaming arrows, mate, it's donezo. Just need
be made.
to build.
Hitlock is good.
Save the Hestes. Charlie,
We're
sweet.
there now.
You can bookie that.
University, that put me off the busy.
Off to the Feldes.
Safe to Hestes. God Swinkerer, being and Wooder needed to bail gathering.
Ich kann fein mit. Du hast es coming, Männer.
Well, What there is Blissinger! The cell of beat the cell of
Flaming arrows because they're fucking cool.
We have a testers. The four ways that hit is builded and builded well.
I see
Arwaymen, adherent to Hestes. Arwaymen, stand! Sergeant Sadarmen, onkomen! Abbidet Arwaymen, och Ole Hestes!
Intern i hamnen ägda. Lägger oss för en ota.
Arwaymen! Ge död jag ger Arwaymen! Och låt! Abbidet Arwaymen. En god Arwaymen.
We're standing guard of Hester Shot.
We can't get Arway here!
You're the weakest indeed, huh?
Söndagen på huset Arwaymen! Glad Abbidet Arwaymen, och Ole Hestes!
What does they want? Let us forth, God!
Arwaymen, we're moving the yard!
Aim and low, crossbowmen! Checking on it! Be awesome! We are the way
This is the set movement on
crossbows at the ready! You hearken of Lisa here. Send it over here.
Arwaymen, we're moving the yard! Where's your station building?
Not reach them.
Down in the horse!
Hikelan gain of the reparation.
What crossbows you with? Fortunes are moving! A quiet towards the shore, Jenny. Hestes coming. On slain is in arms. He's a danger. What the enemy? Crossbowmen!
Yes!
Tulkes, nu Hestes. Rustina Hestes, Ansal och Reges. Yes! Hit Hestes glans of tears and walk. Lord and men! A quiet Tulkes, and attendant.
Your will is needed.
Aliata Westgate!
Adherent to Hestes. Intended to Hestes. Do not miss it. Bring out the detail. What is they want? Nu Hestes and on. the engines. Who's now? Yes, 6. Each cannon. We are moving. What should the engine? They're ready for the slaughter. Obey him, I don't read that. They're waiting for harder engines. On the move. Surge engines, are you ready? Gute Rechte, holen Sie den Flieger!
Burying news.
Van der Schuhe. Ik denk
Villains, ready and awaiting.
we are waiting for the Hestes villains. Oh, is a big shit
Get ready for Heston. Hearken up, kill Folliet and Hestes. Building to put it on. Hearken now, intended. In no, they stop it until it's all gather a dinner. Good a worker, done a Rita.
Says counter men. Who's now decided to shot?
Go the whole way, troops.
Spearmen, Himbogan.
Training arbeider! Skjønner du egentlig nå? Vi hester her er klare.
Standene i oppeier i hestes.
Oh my god, that was fucking gripping. But I pulled through. Gets a gold 2. And then means prime now. Oh, that's amazing. When he pushes. Didn't even have those bumblebees. Jeez, hamster. Just watch me beat the Chinese. You could say that game was sweet and sour. seriously. Well done. Well done. Whew! That was fucking tiring, man. As he yoinked me all the way to gold, nearly gold 2. Look at that. I mean, just... Yeah, okay. So he beat me on a couple. It was very close. Do you like the early GGs? That was well played from me. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That's why we play the game. Ugolene Marco. It's not your day. You can say ragazzo. He's the little boy. La ragazza. I think what happened there is a good example of, you know, not freaking out when he's attacking me. You know, if I'm building my base in the middle here, like obviously I started there, and unfortunately my first landmark went, but this has got landmark, and my second landmark's there, but this has got landmark 3 and 4, and the fortresses. Now what I should have done was had all my villagers there, so they could be garrisoned into the fortresses, but also have them working around it so they don't all die, because look, my villager count went down to 20. But what he did, he had all of his, after this line of defense, which is quite frankly pathetic, he had all of his landmarks, I think, there and there. So as soon as his army's there, I just clean sweep through. Easy. Shit, we've reached 10 subscribers. What a game for that as well. Thanks, Cam. I know you don't like your government news, but there's no one else here, so. Yeah. Just gonna take small break. Oh, that's the first time I beat Chinese. Let's have another look at the current rankings. This is the AOE4 tier list season 4. Okay, so this is my guy, Beastie. Beastie is a one-stop shop. Everything you need to know about Age of Empires 4 is here. I think he came from Age of Empires 2, probably still plays that. It's a lot more popular than Age of Empires 4, weirdly. But yeah, if we have a look at this tier list he's made. So the English, the Ottomans and Delhi are at the top, which means, geez, shout out Cam Trading Market. So the French are at the bottom, so it's a good thing every time you get put against French or the Rus or the Malians. I haven't quite worked out the Abbasid. But the Chinese, the Holy Roman Mongols are looking good. I haven't yet played the Ottomans or the Delhi or played against them. They're obviously not very popular. I think they're quite complex. I don't know. But I think if I was going to main another team in the 4th season, it would be Ottomans. I haven't tried them. And with that knowledge, we can move into the second game. Looking at my suggested, this is my algorithm. It says Slavoj Zizek speech. He's that communist fucking speech impediment ridden goat. That he's like the opposite of Jordan Peterson basically. Quite like him. Why did Angry Birds go bankrupt? Shit game, don't care. How a pro player stops early French trade? Jokes. Pink Pantheress, Ice Spice, Boys Liar Part 2. I think that speaks for itself. Two very gorgeous girls. Elon Musk is an idiot. We all know that. Ludwig, I tried drink driving legally. That's fun. We can play this, actually. Pause the music. Marc Rubelair. I actually really like this guy. I think after this we're going to play the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Little break. Makes me want to spit couple bars, spit so rude, like I think I'm your Marge. Now she's just strict, and I've got a dick, so that's not possible. Have you got a fix? Fix for the tunes, I don't want no fix of your drugs, you fucking tune. Riding on the beat, like I'm riding on a horse, like I'm riding on your arm, like I'm riding on the floor, like I'm riding on the whole, like
One more time, oh baby, one more time, oh baby, one more time.
Gold one. Another gold one. An even game.
One more time, oh baby, one more time, oh baby, one more time. One more time, oh baby, one more time, oh baby, one more time. One more time.
Okay, I'm gonna wheel that up just so we're ready. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Let's do this. Putin. Alright. Okay, yeah, so this is Lord of the Rings. It's about to get mad. Mad. Lord of the Rings 1, Fellowship of the Ring. Alright, locking in. 3, 2, 1. Look at that.
Pastors.
The roost. There's no point doing the early man at arms strat
Yes, sir. Yes.
because
Yes, sir. Each winner. Huh? Herr Ridende. Quetta. Work Kendi.
because the roosts get gold early from their deer hunting, which I don't mind personally because that means they kill all those deer for me, and that's fucking long. But he's already got fucking bear sheep, man. So you want to try and predict what path they went on. So if he's there, or there, yeah, then he's probably been here. Oh, hasn't been here though. Right, we just need to fucking clean sweep this one. And we're in gold 2. Take another break. So I think in the breaks I'm gonna talk and just watch stuff so that I don't lose my audience. Not that I have an audience. Opa! Look at all them sheepskins, boy! Look, it's far too epic for first stage, isn't it? Hopefully it gets a bit more serious when I hit AOE4. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling confident now.
Yaro, este tiende. Where can
Straight into it. Okay, so our trade points there, so we're probably going to put one market there, confusing. Cool. Uh-oh. It's time to ping.
Yaru. Gongende Huntia.
Okay, we need lots of villagers and horsemen. I mean, fucking archers, Jesus. Why is my... Okay, so he's doing a little thing around here, but it won't be there for long.
Estes comende. That's sure they may have taken that.
Okay, villages are more important than archers, but archers are still important.
Did you say again?
On your work.
Mention they would do.
Come on, man. This is pretty much no hotkeys. I mean, obviously I'm using some. But, you know, I like how, you know, I can get better at the game and then I can add that boost.
Flamboga ad od leoda. Yeah, we quill.
Yeah. Perende no.
Strelbora, we sindon sikende. Strelbora! On!
Ridera yaru. What's their faith, eh?
Okay.
Beowulf May.
Your way, Yawaller. Yes, sir. Understood.
Flamboga ad rod.
Yes, sir. Where's the water? It's a broke that.
We need more wood, far more wood.
Yes, sir. West to Hala.
Strela, Booze. Abuga, Strelbora. Nu, Gelas.
And you work it.
Verath Began. Sheltande.
Yeah. Donde that?
Estes comende. It's timber of Theos.
Yeah, we are. Strelbora and Yaru.
Yarwa Yeowala.
Only just hit human. Oh fuck!
Kotlecha!
Little piggy's got legs, man.
Strelboran! On Lisa! Heragon Gathon way!
Oh my god, it's gone into turbo pig mode. And then it re-heals. Wow. There you go.
Strelboran Yaru. Strelboran Yeboliende Hes. Beardet May.
Hera offer.
Strelen say.
On your work.
I think concentration comes into this game a lot because you've got a lot of things going on and you just need to like manage it
Estes commende. Each a work.
in such a way.
And you work it.
Strelboran
I've already
Yeboliende.
killed all of those.
Fair done.
Strelen Buse.
Yes, sir. Where's the water?
Your way, Yawaller. That's
Flamboga
they
and
do
all.
that.
Ba-da-dum.
What's their faith, eh? Sooner.
Yaru to work. Farende no.
Okay, these are both going to be going in markets. And hopefully he only realises maximum one of them.
Back yet one.
There you work.
Strelboran
That's enough
Yaru.
wood now. I think.
Yarwa
He
Yeowala.
thinks?
Flamboga and all.
Let's see if we can do any light coaching of this man's
Yes, sir. West to Hala.
What's the
And you
faith?
work.
Estes commende.
Ik wil het doen niet. Yeah, it's you, Ella. It's timber Theos.
Strail board.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. Each a worker.
And your worker.
What's her face, eh?
Yes, sir. Questo hala. Here went they off. Each a worker.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. That Shule Bayo Timbrand.
What's her face, eh?
Okay, we're going to do some poaching
Your
now.
lads, let us go. Yes, sir.
We have run out of time.
Flatboga a rod.
We need some fast anyway.
Bear death, mate. Yeah, wait, we get that. Strela, Booze.
So get used to the hotkeys.
Leoda, yes.
Keep it coming. I think he's probably finished up there.
Sterande, team.
Quite nice to do some quicker scouting with the scout.
Yeah, we had a gongat on way. Strel Boran, better.
What else, sir?
See if we can catch his workers doing a little deer hunt.
Hoorah!
So we might be doing one there soon.
Strel
so he's just
Boran,
walled
see on
everything
Styria.
off, has he?
Strel Boran.
Early balls.
A book,
It's interesting
gongat on way.
way to play, I think. Okay, so he's gone early.
On Styria, Strel Boran. Valiente Hesu. Way Sindon Sekende. Strel Boran, Siste. Yes, sir. Dina.
Okay. We need to build fucking bear
Each timber
spears.
Theos. Yeah.
Good scouting.
Veil Death May.
What's her face, eh?
So hope he doesn't wall off.
Strel Boran Yerwa. Veil Death May. Nu, je kommer on. Strela, Gale Gangende.
Estes comende. Each a work. Earth also. Each timber Theos. Yarway, on Patron. That's Shule Bayo Timbrand.
Okay, he's at Castle Age.
Yes, sir. Where's
He's launched over to Castle Age very quickly, to be fair to him. See what I mean about having the deer all laid out for you? It's quite nice, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to launch.
Yeah, wait, let us just go. Yes, sir, man.
If
Garu. Mid-May.
my
you worker?
Bear Death May.
base will allow for it,
Estes comende. That's Shule Bayo Timbrand. Yarway, Yoala. Each a work.
Leoda, Esterande team.
Earth over.
It's been hot.
Estes comende.
we are fully in the hassle.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. That Shule Bayo Timbrad. I'm your worker.
What's the
Hester's commending.
Hester.
Here I offer.
off with that? Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir. West Duhala.
Strelaboran, Sithe. Gat Strelaboran.
Bentest Litha.
We sind doch shooting it!
Careful now. It's risky
Within
business. More on this side.
Yes, sir.
Hester's commending. It killed Bill Day that for me.
Seat the head, every chance. Seat the Ferranuta, every chance.
Church.
Holst hit down.
Church. Can be.
We'll then did that right to know.
Okay, so
He builded thing.
Chiara, Heriende, Hestes, nu.
What data's beyond done?
Yara, onto a marker.
Hestes, Kempes.
Ich hear it up. I brace it yourself.
See they to work.
Every charm and tender.
Read that.
1,
It killed
2,
Javi that
3,
they building or not.
5, 6, 7,
And
8,
Celia
9, 10,
building
11,
thing.
12.
Building.
Harken it.
What Nixon folk are host ticked on.
And seal
It killed Bill Day that for they.
What should each do?
building done. Hit no kid good.
What needeth work?
It's the only one that I don't need is the gold.
Building done. Hit no kid good.
Hestes, Suez, they had.
Yeah, that's what we want the most is springles.
Harken it
Because
on.
people always
Happy that he building it on.
win
The Shula who do it.
if they have loads of siege. And people never have as many springles as them.
Be ready for Hestes.
This Shula do they make?
Hestes on commander.
Sealing he builded thing.
Intendeth well. Hestes.
Freckes Haken, New Hestes.
Flackasark. Sounds cool, doesn't it?
God's will.
Two turns. Ure Hestes. Harken to Wending. Springle engine.
Intend Freckes.
Let's get over there, lads.
Can't do.
Toon folk, are they ready? You can do that now.
Hearkeneth Allah unto Shepende. That shall be for a Chepstow. See they to worker. That Chepstow shall be house.
Ich be boon to hear.
Sure, Nete. Fußball, nu da.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Where are they shortened?
Fußball. On the botas. Better.
It's making me quite happy actually, this music.
Thee, Hester.
Yeah.
Hestes cometh.
Well, where then? Surrender through ahead. That shall be for a Chepstow.
Soon folk already ready.
That shall be the Chepstow.
Hästas en uppstämmer to hit Arwayman. Wayland Marcus Arwayman. Spellerman! Stand up!
What whistle ahead?
Hästas kommer Arwayman.
Hästas arm springer. Engines. Fara.
Far away, east starboard.
Agretes for Hestes. Ernende mina mene.
Boon to him.
We are taking our sword!
See thee to work, eh? That Chepstow shall be hammer. Yar ik ham on min way. That shall be Ura Chepstow. See
Under our sword! Seats Hestes. I think they listed. Nickel building.
Intended well.
And a fresh
Hestes.
marker.
Harken for Hestes.
Yare to don some worker.
Harken for Hestes.
Wait, I'm getting
Allah.
Average.
Where have on stairs? See to Hestes. He'll do that now. He'll go.
Harken at all. You're in the yeah, so with the head.
Arita, want me to so they have.
Ich bin Halenas Liker.
Intendeth no, Tulkis. Agretes for Hestes.
Tulkers. Tulkers. Intendeth well. See, intendeth well.
Seat the Hestes. Hey, every time.
See they to fair and every chance.
Hestes Armirende Hester.
Unsealy building.
Hestes Armkommen.
Aggressive.
To hear.
Every time. Virtue, guide us, he went. Aim it low, move it. Get it physical.
Market, yep.
Yeah, enough.
What will be done?
Yeah.
Intendeth well. Hestes.
What may on stay on gun?
Tulkers. Ure Hestes.
Every charm and 10 dead.
In Hester?
Harkeneth alla. Unto ship and day.
Tachebisto shall be harmed.
What's it?
Tachebisto shall be harmed. Ich bin still and on. Alrita. Each will. Harkenen any other guarding to pushen. Understood.
Kempes.
Boom to him. I will be in on. Each understood. Thee, Hester. Virtue guidance me well. I. Hester's our commander.
Every time. Intended.
Harkenen for Hestes. Further away, Sir Georgins.
Spedderman,
Building done.
Yara to Chepin. That Chepstow shall be hammer.
Well, where they?
That's enough. That's enough for me.
What shall each do?
Ich be boon to hear.
Sheva.
Sesja engine Yara. Understood.
Attendeth no, Tolkes.
Okay, so we need to, at some point. Okay, we're doing well.
Yare to do.
Yare.
Harkeneth all. Save the head. Stare. We haven't steadies beyond that. Stareth out there every chat.
See fate to worker. That's a 10-day shaft our way.
Every chat. Take it. Aggress it yourself. Move it. Get it busy.
So often you have your army and it's perfectly fine. Not a decent amount of troops there, that's fine. Again, that is fine.
Yeah. What shall each do? And a fresh market. You can build that for that.
When he attacks, we're going to attack.
Aggreth.
Styrende away, Arvin Hess.
That well have Yara onto a marker.
Builded
And we also need way more
Spanner on the loaded.
barracks than that.
Fair enough. Every chat.
Just so we can rebuild our troops way quicker.
Spanner on.
Unseemly builded
When you have all this excess gold, don't be afraid to.
Ready for Hestes.
This shooter will do they may.
Okay, shit guys. Garrison up. We want to be safe guys.
See fate to worker.
This is where we attack. We go for the heart of this base. We've done everything we can now.
Harkeneth all. Ye shall get in at their return on.
Somebody in Japan!
Carson at Thaler. Fresh air and hard. Seath to Hestes. Here and they see
Siege engines awaited Hestes.
every charm and tender.
Two kills, yeah?
Now it should be clean street. that, my friends, is how you destroy a fort.
Yare to don some work. I think they Lister.
Hestes arm commander.
A decent threat.
Send to origins of
Engines, listen!
everything is a crutch. Send to origins of awaken. Everything is a decent.
I think now it'd be wise to regroup. Yeah, we're doing very well.
What has this?
Serge on panel.
Dressig av
Unse, Jörgen Hestes.
for one day, Sungus, then shit!
Any other conduct.
Attended noon, yeah, an unread. Intended work, any other conduct.
See to Hestes.
Sperremen ja. Kom hit. Min sperre is ja. Sperremen, stirret ja.
Get that guy. Small spears, to be honest.
We are guard to Hestes, townfolk.
Where are Sjöten?
Yari to Japan.
What shall each...
Over the chap. You're in Hestes.
Where are Sjöten?
Safe to Hestes, safe to Hestes. There is out there, every chap.
Oh, that's...
Be ready for Hestes.
In Hester?
We are undreif beyond this hour. We are to Hestes, townfolk. Ascende, Litamon! Townfolk already ready. We come to win the enemy.
What shall each do? In Hester? Yarwe shet.
See things. It is the starting. We have a standard bit. Stir it out to every chat. Hearkeneth all. Yeah, so it they hate him. This is ball. One day on with sure. They are gone to Hestes, townfolk.
I think they Lister.
Means...
Sherlock Winker. It killed Brookie that.
What needeth be undone?
What shall each do? Sperremen ja.
Be ready for Hestes.
Have you just been sending everything into the fucking abyss, mate?
You'll then did. You're ready to done some work.
Hard, that's what they have.
Evans. Building done.
Lift the foot first, Reckes.
See they to work. See they Ferende Sewer hat. Ikil Havi that he building a knock.
Sperremen, appointed...
Harkeneth. What Hestes happened? Onzoom ready for Hestes.
Commander understood.
Guy, Ramis fellows is ready. Grammar is ready for Hestes. Grammar is ready for Hestes. Onzoom ready for Hestes. Two kills. Go to Hestes.
Come on. They're not multiplying as quickly as... Oh, this fucking guy, man. It's just pathetic, like... And now we need... Run, my pretties.
Engine ready for Hestus.
Intendeth well, Hestus.
Rammer, you ready for Hestus?
Here, Hestus.
Okay. So he's clearly not learned from his mistake. We need far more wood than we currently have.
We have two Belgarni ready. I think they lister.
We are talking Ambushore!
What needeth they undone? Build ende that Rita knew.
Hestus.
Build ende that Rita knew.
Jeppe med upp.
Oh, this is pissing me off.
What Hestus have they?
Fornende beyond his nature. Hearkeneth for Hestus, for when they we sungers.
Oh, I just realised that he's probably...
Engine to set him.
Kempes, luftet for Hestus. We aren't going to Tulkas.
doing his own little trading down
What
here,
has
isn't
to
he?
happen, eh? Do I need that? Orchard, don't arm ashore.
What needeth they undone?
I brace at your skill. We are fortgangen.
What will come? The hill lay in Hondi.
I brace
I'll move the Ferende, so ahead.
Attendeth nu, swath ahead. A curse him for Shatende!
Boon could be as will be known.
Crossbows yard on the swath ahead!
Ich be boon, the way is clear.
Kempes, lusted for Hestes.
What will Alanis lead us be?
I don't know, my heart is beating, so I think because I'm about to
Something to
go for it. Alright.
A
Two-pronged attack. Go, go, go.
Crossbow, crossbow. Stand yourself.
Rama, you ready for Hestus?
Yes! Fucking yes! What I thought. Stapurek 69. GG's, mate. GG's. Another fucking. That's a fucking good play from Willie Armo. That's not put me in gold too, no. Oh, mate. What can I learn from that? If I build a second base, I've got to get that second base situations sorted out, man. But what did he have? This is an amateur Roost player. Amateur Roost player. I mean, he didn't learn from the spears. You would have thought he'd switch to man at arms. Sure, it would have then countered, but do you know what I mean? It's just not. Yeah. Okay, we're going to play one more to get into gold 2, but in order to not fail miserably, we're going to take a break. But in that break, we're going to learn after we watch this. One more time.
baby, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time.
I have a mic that I switch on and off between recording.
One more time. Oh, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time.
Being able to just make it fly like this.
One more time. Oh, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time.
God, do you remember this? Remember this classic Tom Fish? I ran a bit of Tom Fish today, swimming a mile.
I'm losing my way through this darkness. She was heartless in every way. I'm losing my way. I'm losing my way through this darkness. She was heartless in every way. I'm losing my way. Way through this darkness. She was heartless in every way. I'm losing my way. I'm losing my way through this darkness. She was heartless in every way. I'm losing my way. I'm losing my way through this darkness. She was heartless in every way. I'm losing my way.
know what I need to do? I need to set up a link tree. How does this shit work? Do you have to pay? This is good. This is good stuff. Link tree. I play some of my favourite bangers right now. This is my current favourite bangers. Sign up for free. I have to put my email and shit. Out of anyone's view.
Yeah, nigga, it's me again. I'm still around. I guess I win. You hear me in your sister's room like all the time. Can't be no girl forever on that bracelet that she bought online to do too good and take it. Might I say I still awake cause I'm taking all your city like I'm Carmen Sandiego. I am smoking, I'm on fire, I am blazing, don't get hurt. To my wife this is a concert, to my black nurse this is church. From the NYU dawn to the Emirate, everyone hated me. I'm more hip hop than you'll ever be. I'm bustin', I'm bustin' on these niggas, man. And nothing is the same again. You looking dumb as hell, man, forever sleeping on them. Your girl is not around, she busy sleeping on them. Will he fail? Now that's the wrong conversation. Terry Gross on the mic, I'm the talk of the nation. What it do, bitch? Why these other rappers do shit stupid? Why they be sleeping on me on that new shit? Why they be sleeping on me on that new shit? Yeah. What it do, bitch? Why these other rappers do shit stupid? Why they be sleeping on me on that new shit? Why they be sleeping on me on that new shit? Hey, new shit. You didn't know Black Rock like a fucking Lost episode. Something for these black kids that call they own. So when you skating in your driveway, you not alone. She stayed down like that new coat that I bought her. And the fly Rihanna girls be drinking my coconut water. And I'm looking at her butt. That's that 2020 hindsight. My shit be Jackson Jordan, Fulton, Keaton, Tyson, 5 mics. Donald Glover, no relation. Always working, no vacation. They couldn't feel me. No vacation, murder versus the only motive was motivation. Money equals freedom, I wanted this since a 3-year-old. I've seen it all like I'm John Man's penis hole. Being me, that's something that's so unusual. I seen the future and the future go. What it do, bitch? Why these other rappers do shit stupid? Why they be sleeping on me on that new shit? Why they be sleeping on me on that new shit? What it do, bitch? Why these other rappers do shit stupid?
I wonder if I can get my Strava.
Why they be sleeping on me on that new shit?
Jeez. Look at this stats.
Can't you hear me, baby? Can't you hear me calling out your name? Can't you hear me, baby? Oh, can't you hear me calling out your name?
I wonder how.
All these haters, see you later. All that I could do, but you don't even feel me though. I know you got that power.
I just want the link, bro.
That power.
I WhatsApp it to myself.
So CG, but a nigga stay real though. I'm fly mill, I'm running shit. 3-point field goal. Rappers used to laugh like I tripped and fell. Cause I don't stun a gold cross like I Christian Bale. Yeah, they staring at me chillers cause I do shows bigger, but your looks don't help. Like an old gold digger, uncool, but lyrically I'm a stone cold killer. So it's 400 blows to these true faux niggas. Yeah, now that's the line of the century. Niggas missed it, too busy, they lying about penitentiary, man. You ain't been there, nigga, you been scared. And I'm still living single like Sinclair, loving white dudes who call me white and then try to hate. When I wasn't white enough to use your pool when I was 8. Stone Mountain, you raised me well. I'm stared at by Confederates, but hard as hell. Tight jeans, penny loafers, but I still drink a faux dime. Staying on my me shit, but hated on by both sides. I'm just a kid who blowing up with my father's name, and every black you're not black enough is a white, you're all the same. Food like rat snitch canisius, cause it's Oreos, Twinkies, coconuts, delicious. How many gold plaques you want inside your dining room? I said I want a full house. They said you got it, dude.
All these haters see you later. All that I can do, but you don't even feel me though. I know you got that power. That power.
Anymore?
Holla at your boy like your dad when he's pissed off. Got flow, I can make a cripple walk. Niggas breath stank, all they do is shit talk. People want a real man, I made him wait this long. Maybe if he bombs, he'll quit and keep acting and save paper like your aunt does with McDonald's napkins. How'd it happen? Honestly did it. See all of my competition at the bodies exhibit. Yeah, I bodied the limits, and I dead at them fakers. Motherfucker, we made it, cremated them haters. So my studio be a funeral. Yeah, this is our year. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, I'm killing you. Step inside the lion's den. Man, I'm whole if the O was an I instead. On stage with my family in front of me. I am what I am. Everything I wanna be.
All these haters see you later.
The last things I need is my YouTube.
I know you got that power. That power.
This is on a bus back from camp. I'm 13 and so are you. Before I left for camp, I imagined it would be me and 3 or 4 other dudes I hadn't met yet running around all summer getting into trouble. It turned out it'd be me and just one girl. That's you. And we're still at camp as long as we're on the bus and not at the pickup point where our parents will be waiting for us. We're still wearing our orange camp t-shirts. We still smell like pine needles. I like you, and you like me, and I more than like you, but I don't know if you do or don't more than like me. You've never said, so I haven't been saying anything all summer, content to enjoy the small miracle of a girl choosing to talk to me and choosing to do so again the next day and so on. A girl who's smart and funny, and who, if I say something dumb for a laugh, is willing to say something 2 or 3 times as dumb to make me laugh, but who also gets weird and lies sometimes in a way I could never be. A girl who reads books that no one's assigned to her, whose curly brown hair has a line running through it, and where she put a tie to hold it up while it was still wet. Back in the real world, we don't go to the same school. And unless one of our families moves to a dramatically different neighborhood, we won't go to the same high school. So this is kind of it for us, unless I say something. And it might especially be it for us if I actually do say something. The sun's gone down and the bus is quiet. A lot of kids are asleep. We're talking in whispers about a tree we saw at a rest stop that looks like a kid we know. And then I'm like, can I tell you something? And all of a sudden I'm telling you, and I keep telling you. It all comes out of me, and it keeps coming, and your face is there and gone and there and gone as we pass underneath the orange lamps that line the sides of the highway, and there's no expression on it. And I think just after a point, I'm just talking to lengthen the time where we live in a world where you haven't said yes or no yet, and regrettably I end up using the word destiny. I don't remember in what context. It doesn't really matter. Before long, I'm out of stuff to say, and you smile and say, okay. I don't know exactly what you mean by it, but it seems vaguely positive, and I would leave in order not to spoil the moment, but there's nowhere to go because we're on a bus. So I pretend
like I'm asleep, and before long I really am. I wake up, the bus isn't moving anymore. The dome lights that line the center aisle are all on. I turn and you're not there. But then again, a lot of kids aren't in their seats anymore. We're parked at the pickup point, which is in the parking lot of a Methodist church. The bus is half empty. You might be in your dad's car by now. Your bags and things piled high in the trunk.
Music event.
Girls in the back of the bus are shrieking and laughing and taking their sweet time disembarking as I swing my legs out into the aisle to get up off the bus, just as one of them reaches my row. That used to be our row. On our way off. It's Michelle, a girl who got suspended from 3rd grade for a week after throwing rocks at my head. Adolescence is doing her a ton of favors body-wise. She stops and looks down at me, and her head is blasted from behind by the dome light, so I can't really see her face, but I can see her smile when she says one word: destiny. Then her and the girls clogging the aisles behind her all laugh, and then she turns and leads them off the bus. I didn't even know you were friends with them. I find my dad in the parking lot. He drives me back to our house, and camp is over. So is summer, even though it is 2 weeks until school starts.
Okay.
This isn't a story about how girls are evil or how love is bad. This is a story about how I learned something. And I'm not saying this thing is true or not. I'm just saying it's what I learned. I told you something, and it was just for you, and you told everybody. So I learned cut out the middleman, make it all for everybody, always. Everybody can't turn around and tell everybody. Everybody already knows. I told them. If this means there isn't a place in my life for you or someone like you, is it sad? Sure. But it's a sadness I chose. I wish I could say this was a story about how I got on the bus a boy and got off a man more cynical, hardened, and mature and shit. But that's not true. The truth is I got on the bus a boy, and I never got off the bus. I still haven't.
Oh, it's all one line.
So, I typed a text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I wanna be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC round town. Hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. Wetness all around me, true, but I'm no island, peninsula maybe. Makes no sense, I know crazy. Give up all this pussy cat that's in my lap, no looking back. Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors, they dip as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. I'm so like a pimp, I'm glad it's night. So the light from the sun would not burn me on my bum when I shoot the moon. High jump the broom like a preemie out the womb. My partner yelling too soon, don't do it. Reconsider, read some litter. Sure on the subject, you sure? Fuck it, you know we got your back like chiropractic. If that bitch do you dirty, we'll wipe her ass out as in detergent. Now hurry, go on to the altar. I know you ain't a pimp, but pimp, remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart, 3 stacks. These girls are smart. Play your part. Play your part.
My bitch a choose it, lover, never fuck without a rubber. Never in the sheets like it on top of the cover.
Okay,
money
so
on
now
the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch hoes get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the fuck for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, bitch, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 a pop, I'm pulling Bentleys off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn head. Some hoes wanna choose, but them bitches too scary. Your bitch chose me, you ain't a pimp, you a fairy.
Baby, you been rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I show you shit you never seen. The 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't mean my woman, that ain't my style. Need a real street stalker, walk a green mile. Be piling up the paper on the dining room table, cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable. We rockin' Russian sable, keep that chiller on the rack. What I look like with some $1,000 shit up on my back. I'm $1 million Mac, they need $1 billion bitch. Put my pimpin' in your life, watch your daddy get rich. Easy as ABC, simple as 1, 2, 3. Get down with UGK, Pimp CBU with B. Cause what's a hoe with no pimp? And what's a pimp with no hoes? Don't be
decisions with precision. I pick or make my selection on who I choose to be with. Girl, don't touch my protection. I know you want it to slip, but slipping is something I don't do. Tipping for life. That's like making it rain every month on schedule. Let me tell you, get your parasol umbrella, cause it's gonna get wetter. Better prepare you for the sea support. She's supposed to spend it on that baby, but we see she don't.
As Paul McCartney, the lawyers couldn't stop this. Slaughter of them pockets had to tie to a rocket.
Send her into outer space, I know he wish he could, cause he paying $20K a day, that bitch is eating good. Like an infant on a double D titty, just getting plump, cause you miscalculated the next to the last pump.
Dump in the gut, raw from the giddy up. Better choose the right one or pick the kitties up.
Life admin. Alright.
When the lights shut off and it's my turn to settle down, my main concern, promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me. I said when the lights shut off and it's my turn to settle down, my main concern, promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me.
I woke up this morning and figured I'd call you in case I'm not here tomorrow. I'm hoping that I can borrow a peace of mind. I'm behind on what's really important. My mind is really distorted. I find nothing but trouble in my life. I'm fortunate you believe in a dream. This orphanage we...
Okay, so now we're going to watch some... We're going to watch some stream.
G'day fellas. In this video, we're going to be talking about 6 simple things that you can do to get better at Age of Empires 4. A lot of people often ask me, Drongo, how can I get better? And the easy answer for me is just simply to say, well, just train more villagers. And that's a great cop-out and it works at every single level. But in this video, we're going to talk about 6 simple things that are a little bit more complicated than just build villagers that will work no matter your level. Whether you're at the bronze level, whether you're at the conqueror level, whether you're at the gold level, it will help you. The first thing that you're going to need to do is find a civilization that suits your playstyle and that you like. This is really key because you might have a civilization that matches your playstyle really well, but you don't enjoy them or you don't like them, and that's just not going to work. You need to find a civ that you like and that suits your playstyle. Now, you might be wondering, what do you mean by playstyle? Well, we have different traits. For me, I'm a boomer. I love to boom. I love playing the late game. I love out-ecoing my enemy, and I love having a big army that I'm able to control the game with and eventually eliminate my enemy. If I pick the French, that's not going to work. The French is an aggressive civilization that focuses on trying to eliminate its opponents as early as it possibly can. And that's why I love the Chinese. It's important that you understand what type of player you are. Maybe you've played with a friend and they've said, hey, John, calm down. You're just attacking like crazy. We need to chill out right now. And in that case, maybe it's a good idea if you're an aggressive player, look to something like the Mongols or the Delhi. These are civilizations that are more aggressive. But in addition to that, there's also an economic and an all-in focus because we've got civilizations that like to defend, like the Chinese, and civilizations that are aggressive like the French. But then we've got economic civilizations that like to play and focus specifically on their economies. The English is a great example for this. They can still be aggressive in the early game, but focus on their economy behind it. And this is opposed to a civilization like the Delhi, which is an all-in civilization. A civilization that, once you pass the 25-minute mark, if you haven't won the game or you're in a really good position, you're just going to throw it away. So that's the first thing. Find a civ that suits your playstyle and that you like. Number 2. You need to understand what strategies your enemies are likely to go for and then implement that into the way that you play. If you're playing a matchup against the Mongols, you can't be going out to gold at your standard time, because it's highly likely that when you do, there's going to be a couple of spearmen that decide to greet you. There's a really good chance of that happening. However, if you were to play against the Chinese, well, you could be AFK for 10 minutes and they wouldn't even know, because they haven't left their base either. So it's important that we understand what every civilization can do, what it's capable of, and what it's likely to do. That's the big factor, what it's likely to do. Because, you know, in reality, China can rush you in the Dark Age. Abbasid can rush you in the Dark Age. Any civilization can rush you in the Dark Age. But is it the most effective strategy for them to be doing that? No. And that's why it's important that you understand that when it comes to things like timings, so as an example, a feudal age blitz, if you're playing against the French, the likelihood that a knight is going to be knocking at your door within the first 5 minutes of the game is 100%, 10 out of 10. Whereas if you're playing against, say, the English, the likelihood that they go for an early longbow push, I'd probably put it as maybe an 8 out of 10. It's lower, but it's still very likely that it happens. Then when it comes to something like early castle timing pushes, the Ottomans, they're probably not going to be doing that. Instead, they're going to be focusing on feudal age timing.
This is good to look at. So, I don't know what blitz is.
Push. So it's important that you have an appropriate response.
Are those like ratings? Yeah, they're ratings. Yeah, I think the next game I'm going to stay more in my own base. And maybe make the town centre instead of the castle. And then the fourth castle can be my push castle. That's a really cool chart. Oh. Yeah. So, good to know that all the bottom ones are going to be pretty shit at pushing early. Yeah.
Against that, as an example of, I'm a big fan of China. I love to go for a feudal boom with China, but I know if I'm playing against the French, that because of their blitz, their super fast attack against me, I'm not going to be able to do my normal build order. But because the Ottomans are a little bit slower in their attack, I know that I can do that and get away with it. This is why it's really important that you have an understanding of what your enemy civilization does. That way, you can play around it and make sure that you have the best chance of winning. Number 3, learn a competitive build order. Now, I know that a lot of people will look at the concept of a build order and say, build orders. You shouldn't learn them. You shouldn't do build orders, because if you do, you're just going to be a bot. You're not going to learn anything. But having a build order is a refined piece of information that allows you to achieve a goal. For me, playing China, I love reaching Song Dynasty as fast as I can. I can get a Song Dynasty in 5 minutes every single time. But when I learn that build order, it's not just that I am refining that build. I'm also refining all the skills that I use as part of that build order. My queuing of villages, my imperial official control, my timing on my landmarks. All of these things are really important skills that you're going to need as a player, that you're going to need to develop throughout the game. But learning a build order also teaches you the most effective method to do something. Now, you might be wondering, how do I learn a build order? Where do I get a good build order? Well, you can just search for them. Find them on Google, find them on YouTube. Hell, there's plenty on this channel. Another great channel that you can check out is Beastie Cutie. I'll leave a link in the description to where you can catch his content. He's got a build order for every single civilization. So whether you're a Delhi player or a China player, he has got you covered. I've got you covered as well, so make sure you check those out. But you need to learn a competitive build order. Build orders are going to help you in the early game, but they're not going to help you in the late game. One of the things I love to do when I'm refining my own build orders, when I'm practicing myself, is I just jump into a skirmish game and I play against an AI. And I'm practicing to get the fastest times that I can, the best times that I can, to find the most effective method. Now, I'm very fortunate because I've got autism and obsessive compulsive disorder, and I'm legally obligated to find those things before I take them to the ranked ladder. I won't go to a ranked ladder unless I've got a game plan. And I guess that's just the consequence of the way that I am. But everybody's different. But I would encourage you, jump into a skirmish game and begin to practice. Begin to queue the villagers. Do the, if you're playing the French, send your 8 out to food, send your 4 to gold, begin sending the villagers to wood, and then drop your mill, research your wheelbarrow, and do it over and over again until you can match the exact same timings. Not exact same timings, but, very close timings to what Beastie is doing, to what Marine Lord is doing. That's when you can start to feel comfortable about getting into the ranked ladder and saying, all right, I know what I'm doing. I've at least got a bit of an idea about what I'm doing. The next point number 4, understand what your win condition is. Now, this ties into the second point, which was understanding what strategies your enemies are likely to go for. It's also about understanding what you're like, or what you should go for. What's your most effective strategy? If you're playing the Chinese and you're going for a Dark Age pressure, that's probably not an effective strategy. Every civilization has got a strategy that best suits their strengths. As an example, the Delhi Sultanate. They go typically for a feudal age timing push. They look to secure sacred sites, get up to the 3rd age, take all of the relics, and then begin pushing with men-at-arms and keeps. That's how they look to finish the game. The French look to just simply kill your villagers. And when you've got no villagers left, you resign. That's their win condition.
Yeah.
China, what's their win condition? Survival. If China can make it to 20 minutes into the game and they're on even just the slightest of even footings, they're going to have a really good time. Because China excels in the late game. So it's about knowing what your win condition is. If you're playing as China in the early game, and let's say you take a really great fight at your own base, and you manage to kill the entire enemy forces, and you're like, that was amazing. Now I'm going to push to the enemy and I'm going to kill them. That's a mistake. Why is that a mistake? It's a mistake because you're playing China, and the longer the game goes, the better it gets for you. So instead of pushing to the enemy base and getting caught off guard by, a large mass of horsemen that they may have been building up while they were fighting against you, what you can do is just sit back, relax, and take this opportunity that you've now won this fight to go up to the castle age. Get up there safely. Get your upgrades in. Play it a little bit more safer and progress your game towards your win condition. Your win condition isn't a 12-minute late age or late feudal age timing push. Your win condition is late castle age. You want to be on 130 villages. You want to have fire lancers. You want to have spearmen running around on all parts of the map. That is your win condition. And it's important that you understand what your win condition is. To understand more about win conditions, it's something that is civilization specific. I'm going to plug right now my Patreon. If you haven't already seen it, it's been overhauled in the last week. We've got plenty of coaching content on there. There are heaps of videos, so I'm going to leave a link in the description to where you can catch that. All of it is coaching. I will warn you that there is a paywall into it, so you will have to pay to see the content, but it is all high quality individual coaching content that is done personally by me. So you can go and check that out to find out more about win conditions. And of course, just to generally learn. Number 5, scout more effectively. Now, this might seem like a bit of a cop-out, right? Like, just make a second scout, or just make sure your scout doesn't die. It's about knowing what to scout for and when to scout it. One of the common themes that I was seeing was people that didn't understand how to scout and when to scout. Let's say you're playing as the Ottomans and you're going up against the French. Now, you know that the likelihood that they're going to be hitting you with an early knight is 100%. Every French player does it. So instead of searching around the map with your scout running circles around looking for sheep, what you're going to do is you're going to say, hold on a minute, it's 4 minutes and 6 seconds. The enemy French player just aged up. I'm going to move my scout into the front of their base so I can see their school of cavalry. And then I'm going to watch and wait for the whistle. You guys will hear the whistle. You'll know the whistle. As soon as a unit moves into your scout's vision, into that tiny little radius, or it's not really tiny, it's quite big, that radius, immediately your scout is going to blow off a whistle. And when it blows off that whistle, that is an alarm to you that, hey, guess what? We've got trouble. We've got enemies nearby. And then that can be your reaction. That can be your key to begin tracking that enemy unit. So that when, in 25 seconds time, when that French knight charges at your villagers on stone, you don't have to pull them back. Your scout is already there to intercept them, or your spearmen are already there to intercept it because you were tracking it the whole way back. Or, as another example, maybe you're playing as the Delhi against the Chinese, and you're not 100% sure what they're up to. Maybe they're going to play one base, maybe they're going to play two. You need to be checking the stone. Have a look at their stone. How much stone are they taking off it? If they've taken off 350 stone, then it's very likely they're going to be going for a second town center, unless they're trying to fake you out. It's very likely that they're going for a second town center. And because of that, it means that you should be very safe to secure all 3 sacred sites. You should be able to wall them up. You should be able to take them uncontested. So these are key things that you need to be scouting for. Now, that's just the early game. You also need to be scouting out through the late game as well, but that's where it gets more complex. The most important thing that you can be doing is tracking your enemy's army movements. That's the big factor. Where is your enemy's army moving? Where are they looking to attack? What is the composition of the army? All of this you can determine through the safety of a scout. You don't need to sacrifice archers or horsemen. You can use your scout. And as long as it doesn't die in the early game, you won't have to replace it. It's got a really long line of sight. Anything potentially coming to threaten it will very easily, you'll be alerted to. So scout more effectively. That's my 5th tip. And the 6th tip is build more production facilities. A lot of players looking to improve at the moment have a problem with stacking up resources. Whether it's 2,000 food, 2,000 wood, or 2,000 gold, they're stacking it up at 10 minutes into the game, 12 minutes into the game, 14 minutes into the game. The number one thing that you can do is build more production facilities, because it means when you go, oh crap, I have 3,000 food in the bank, what am I going to do? Well, you go, well, actually, I have 5 stables, so I'm going to queue 5 horsemen immediately. Oh, and I have 5 barracks, so I'm going to queue 5 men at arms immediately. Okay, well, there's 1,000 food that's gone. Great, I've just spent 1,000 food. And then you just queue a second round of all of them, and there's 2,000 food gone. And now you've spent almost all of your food that was in surplus. And that's the power of building more production facilities. If you only had 2 stables, you're going to have to spend a lot longer getting through all that food. And of course, you're going to be getting food in at the same time. But the more production facilities you have, the more units you're able to produce more quickly. So where possible, always try and put down more production facilities. And by no means am I saying, hey, go out and put down 76 production facilities. That's not it at all. What it's more about is, I guess the rule that I would generally follow is one production facility for every 3 minutes of the game. It's a bit of a rough rule. It depends on the civ that you're playing. It depends on whether you're going 2TC. It depends on whether you're going fast castle. But when you get to the 30-minute mark, you should have at least 10 production facilities. When you get to the 15-minute mark, 5 production facilities is pretty standard. Make sure that you don't go into the 20-minute mark with a council hall and a barracks. You need more than that. You need a lot more than that to maintain your unit production. So make more unit production facilities. When it comes to getting better at Age of Empires 4, there's no easy route, but one of the most important things is just playing more and playing consistently. If you're logging in every day and playing a game or 2 games, don't focus on winning. Focus on improving. Focus on getting better. This is going to help you a lot, because when you lose games, you're going to be able to think, well, actually, this isn't a loss. Technically, I lost ELO, but I learned something. I learned what I should do. I learned what units I should make in this matchup. I learned how to play better. That's the way that you should be thinking this. Do not think of this as a sprint, but rather think of this as a marathon. Anyway, fellas, I hope this has been enlightening. I hope it's been insightful to you.
It has.
If you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments. And of course, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay, well, I know no one's watching, so that's absolutely fine. I'm going to take a small break, get some food, get my monster, and come back. I'll just play some music for y'all.
When the lights shut off, it's my turn to settle down. My main concern, promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me. I said when the lights shut off, and it's my turn to settle down. My main concern, promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me.
I woke up this morning and figured I'd call you in case I'm not here tomorrow. I'm hoping that I can borrow a peace of mind. I'm behind on what's really important. My mind is really distorted. I find nothing but trouble in my life. I'm fortunate you believe in a dream. This orphanage we call a ghetto is quite a routine. And last night was just another distraction or a reaction of what we consider madness. I know exactly what happened. You ran outside when you heard my brother cry for help. Held him like a newborn baby and made him feel like everything was alright in a fight he tried to put up. But the type of bullet that stuck had went against his will. Last blood spill on your hands, my plan's rather vindictive. Everybody's a victim in my eyes. When I ride, it's a murderous rhythm. And outside became pitch black. A demon glued to my back, whispering, get him, I got him, and I ain't give a fuck. That same mentality I told my brother not to duck. In actuality, it's a trip how we trip off of colors. I wonder if I ever discover a passion like you and recover the life that I knew as a youngin' in pajamas and thunderlons. When thunder comes, it rains cats and dogs dumb. Niggas like me never prosper. Prognosis of a problem child. I'm proud and well devoted. This Pyru shit been in me forever. So forever I'ma push it wherever, whenever. And I love you cause you love my brother like you did. Just promise me you tell this story when you make it big. And if I die before your album drop, I hope.
Promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me. I said when the lights shut off, then it's my turn to settle down. My main concern, promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me.
You wrote a song about my sister on your tape and called it Section 80. The message resembled Brenda's got a baby. What's crazy was I was hearing about it but doubted your ignorance. How could you ever just put her on blast and shit? Judging her past and shit. Well, it's completely my future. Her nigga behind me right now asking for ass and shit. And I'ma need that $40 even if I gotta fuck, suck, and swallow. In the parking lot, Gonzalez Park, I'm followed by a married man and father of three. My titties bounce on the cadence of his tingling keys. Matter of fact, he my favorite cause he tipped me with ease. He got a cousin named David and I seen him last week. This is the life of another girl damaged by the system. These foster homes, I run away and never do miss them. See my hormones just run away, and if I can get them back to where they used to be, then I'd probably be in the denim of a family gene that showed women how to be woman. Or better yet, a leader. You need her to learn something, then you probably need to beat her. That's how I was taught. 3 niggas in one room. First time I was tossed, and I'm exhausted. But fuck that sorry for your lost shit. My sister died in vain, but what point are you trying to gain if you can't fit the pumps I walk in? I'll wait. Your rebuttal a little too late, and if you have an album date, just make sure I'm not in the zone, cause I don't need the attention, bring enough of that on my own. And matter of fact, did I mention that I physically feel great? A doctor's approval is a waste of time, I know I'm straight. I probably live longer than you and never fade away. I'll never fade away, I'll never fade away. I know my fate, and I'm on the ground for this cake. I'ma get it or die trying. I'm eyeing every male gender with intentions of buying. You lying to these motherfuckers talking about you can help them with my story. You can help me if you sell this pussy for me, nigga. Don't ignore me, nigga. Fuck your blood, nigga. Bullshit.
When the lights shut off, and it's my turn to settle down. My main concern, promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me. I said when the lights shut off, and it's my turn to settle down. My main concern, promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me.
Sometimes I look in the mirror and ask myself, am I really scared of passing away? If it's today, I hope I hear a cry out from heaven so loud it can water down a demon with the Holy Ghost till it drown in the blood of Jesus. I wrote some raps that made sure that my lifeline reeking the scent of a reaper, ensuring that my allegiance with the other side may come soon. And if I'm doomed, may the wound of my mother be blessed for many moons. I suffer a lot, and every day that glass mirror get tougher to watch. I tie my stomach in knots, and I'm not sure why I'm infatuated with death. My imagination is surely an aggravation of threats that can come about. Cause the tongue is mighty powerful, and I can name a list of your favorites that probably vouch. Maybe cause I'm a dreamer and sleep is the cousin of death. Really stuck in the schema, wondering when I'ma rest. And you're right, your brother was a brother to me, and your sister's situation was the one that put me in a direction to speak on something that's realer than the TV screen. By any means, wasn't trying to hold fin to come between her personal life. I was like, you need to be told. Cursing the life of 20 generations had to hurt so. Exactly what'd happen if I ain't continue rapping or steady being distracted by money, drugs, and 4-5s. I count lives all on these songs. Look at the weak and cry. Pray one day you be strong, fighting for your rights, even when you're wrong. And hope that at least one of you think about me when I'm gone. Am I worth it? Did I put enough work in?
Promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me. I said when the lights shut off and it's my turn to settle down, my main concern. Promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me.
Promise that you sing about me forever. 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 Promise that you sing about me forever.
Where you about to go? Nigga, the homie brother, nigga, right here. We're on the block right now, my nigga. Like, we're right here. Nigga, brother, nigga, they just killed the homie brother, my nigga. We right here on the block, my nigga. Alright, nigga, just come. Alright, just come back up black. Oh. So what we gonna do, my niggas? What we gonna do? Bruh, we can go back right now, my nigga. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, my nigga. We can go back right now. Fuck, I'm tired of this shit.
Isn't that funny?
I'm tired of fucking running. I'm tired of this
Kendrick
shit.
Lamar's song is so long.
Tired of running, tired of hunting, my own kind, but retiring nothing. Tires are steady screeching, the driver is rubbing, hands on the wheel. Who said we wasn't? Dying of thirst, dying of thirst, dying of thirst. Dope on the corner, look at the coroner. Daughter is dead, mother is mourning. Straight bullets, AK bullets. Resuscitation was waiting patiently, but they couldn't. Bring her back. Who got the footage? Channel 9. Cameras is looking. It's hard to channel your energy when you know it crooked. Banana clip, split his banana pudding. I'm like Trey. That's cute with Goodin. I know I'm good at. Dying of thirst. Dying of thirst. Dying of thirst. How many sins? I'm running out. How many sins? I lost count. Dreams are boarding like Spartan, but only shoddy bounce. The Reaper calling. I'm cotton mouth. Money is power. Yours is ours. Lay with a snitch. Die with a coward. Hope we get rich. Hope we get tower over the city with vanity, with the music louder. The same song. A black flower. I show you how to die your thirst. Die your thirst. Die your thirst. What are we doing? Who are we fooling? Hell is hot. Fire is proven to burn for eternity. Return of the student that never learned how to live righteous, but how to shoot it. Tired of running. Choirs is humming. Tell us to visit. We lie about coming. Nothing.
I know where we're
Good morning, guys. My name is Chris Luno, and this is the Ricefield Melodic House Mix. Here we go.
So this is literally gentrification in a video. Is it not? Is it not?
to drum and bass. This is Caliber.
Story about.
He's a tricky one to introduce because he's that talented and that charming and that lovely. This man, Fred again. Crazy.
He's that talented. No, he's not that talented.
So, I feel very honored to be in the room. This feels like a very special time for all of us. This man is extraordinarily talented across the board. Sold out US tour, sold out European tour, Coachella, smashed it, what? Yeah.
Coachella, smashed it, what?
This is truly a piece of Boiler Room history, guys. I'm super honored to be introducing such a talented man. You're gonna be seeing him mix, play it in live, all of that. So, let's see how energetic you can be, guys. When I say Fred, I want to hear you say it again. Fred! 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 Introducing Fred again for Boiler Room! Let's go!
You're still alive, heart still beating, baby bleeding, that's alright.
He's a tricky one to introduce because he's that talented and that charming and that lovely. This man, Fred again. Crazy. He's a tricky one to introduce because he's that talented and that charming and that lovely. This
I
man,
can't get over that.
Fred again. He's a tricky one to introduce because he's that talented and that charming and that lovely. This man, Fred again.
Crazy.
So, I feel very honored to be in the room. This feels like a very special time for all of us. This man is extraordinarily talented across the board. Sold out US tour, sold out European tour, Coachella, smashed it, what?
Coachella,
yeah,
smashed it, what?
Okay. This is truly a piece of Boiler Room history, guys. I'm super honored to be introducing such a talented man. You're going to be seeing him mix, play it in live, all of that. So, let's see how energetic you can be, guys. When I say Fred, I want to hear you say it again. Fred! 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 Introducing Fred again for Boiler Room!
Is he not hot? You've got a scarf
Let's
on.
go!
Like, one man is literally wiping sweat with a towel or a t-shirt and he's topless. The other guy is wearing a tunic, fucking floral thing, and the other guy is wearing a scarf, sunglasses inside, a jacket. I can only see the jumper. There's so much wrong. There's so much wrong with this. Also, fair enough, that's pretty cool. But, if this takes practice, and everyone's like this, you know, who's the best? Name me one Fred again song that is better than one Jamie XX song. Name me one Fred again song that is better than one Vortex song. Name me one pretend to be so humble. But he's really smart. Right, let's turn this down. I don't know if you can see. He's one of those guys that pretends to be really, really humble. But it's just like, he's smug as fuck. You can see it. In his little waistband. He's definitely one of them guys. Everyone thinks the same. Nothing wrong with that. He pretends DJ, which works out really bad. And then, just let them go. And you're like, sorry, I thought. He's like, nah mate, what made you thought that? Are you homophobic? And you're like, nah, I'm not homophobic. You're just a rat. And then he's like, I'm not that. He wouldn't even know it. That raised hand. Not one of the best, but the best boiler already been listening 100 times, still coming back. Best ever set. Best set ever, Freddie. This gave me various points. What an absolutely mega set. That I would rather never achieve anything in music or in life than have my band. And I don't even hate on him for looking so cringe right now, because yeah, you'd be really excited. Oh, what? There's me thinking there's a large band of I'm not even made it this far through the set. But you can see the sweat dripping off his face. And he's like, no, I'll burn it. Right against me, he's like James Corbyn to him. I professional DJ. Professional DJ